The Constant Companions through Eshia North, May 30, 2014. For more information please go to Eshia North at WordPress. Welcome to the June gathering around the pond, Sunday, June 1st. Dear brothers and sisters of the light. Time is once again flowing fast, and this Sunday at 2100 Oslo time we have another gathering coming up. This is what the Constant Companions have to say about it. So let us begin this missive by saying that you have become united in a way that you perhaps could not have envisaged at an earlier stage of this reconnection, for you are indeed old acquaintances, all of you, old souls that have spent many a lifetime connected in diverse ways, but now, you have all come together with one purpose in mind, to connect what has been severed and to heal what has been tainted. For this world that you inhabit within this physical body is a world that needs healing, and your purpose is to play an important part in this process. And so, in order to achieve this, you have taken the long and painstaking process of healing yourselves by allowing the light to fully penetrate you all to your very core. And by doing that, you have put together what was once ripped asunder, and you have completed the connection between those separated parts of your being and accomplished what was given to you as your first task this time around in this long cycle of visitations to this planet as human beings. But now, you will start on the next leg of that process that also encompasses the entirety of your world, for as you have become whole, so too will the rest of this world's inhabitants be taken through a similar process of reconnection and renewal, and alongside of you, your planet will become as if new again, where the wrongs will be righted and the blemishes once more become perfection. For what you are about to embark upon, is a singular process of connectivity that will engender such an energetic feedback into the system that runs through all of your surroundings, so as you get together to connect through the heart by allowing yourselves to merge into a singular pool of light this upcoming Sunday, you will send out such a powerful signal of light into the already existing grid that surrounds your world, you will be setting it all ablaze. Remember, you are but a single cell in this energetically interlinked vastness of creation, but as always, a small accomplishment can have an effect on the grandest of scales. So as you sit down to connect, you will engender a spark that will set off similar situations in many other parts of this whole complex interconnected grid of primary hubs, and so, what you sit down to ignite will help to set off thousands of similar sparks all across these grid lines, and these in turn will engender even more impressive reactions all around. In other words, what may seem to be just a small collection of similar souls, all vibrating to that same frequential tune, will help to set off a huge-scale effect, much like a soaring soprano will set the tune for the whole choir. In other words, the very fact that you have once again come together in this harmonic group of entities, all called to gather here because of the inner beacon within you all set to the same frequency, this very fact has been one of the cornerstones of this whole operation, and what takes place on a small scale within your group, will ripple out and set off groups of similar structures such as yours that constitutes the rest of this vast grid of interconnected souls. Remember, you are like a hologram, where one separate part also contains the same as the whole, and as such, you are like a microcosm mirroring the macro, a small but still very powerful grid that in turn will serve to send a powerful signal to all of the other cells in this vast and magnificent energetic link-up. For one single cell such as yours can have a tremendous positive impact on the whole by setting of a spark that will engender a truly beneficial effect on all. So do not underestimate your impact, dear ones, as you are but a small link in a whole chain of effects, but you are also one that will help to literally set the tune this time around by allowing yourselves to merge into each other like a river flowing to the ocean. For just like a river, you start out as individual little droplets that start to converge into small streams, that then again merges into a wider and wider band of water for then to flow into the sea, bringing with it its message. And the message all of your individual droplets carry is the same energetic message of love, and when you converge with this vast energetic sea that surrounds you all, you will make your voice heard in the very best way. And as soon as your drop reaches that ocean, the whole ocean will detect its taste, and this in turn will set off a response that will make the whole ocean vibrate at such a rate, no one and no thing will fail to notice. So again we say from all of creation thank you to all, for what you will do as individuals, will once more serve to enlighten the whole in such a way, it cannot be overestimated. So take time to savor the fact that your shimmering droplets of light will serve to lighten up a very, very large body of water, and what you may think of as just a single entity inhabiting a humble and frail human body is actually a true creator of miracles, a dynamic component in a huge and complex machinery that will serve to set this whole planet and all that inhabits her back into order by releasing the pent-up energies that have so far gone unnoticed by most. But now, you will set the wheels rolling by allowing yourself to put your energy to good use, and just like the water, this forward motion that you will initiate cannot be stopped, for it will always find a way to continue on until it reaches its designated target, and it will not stop until it gets fully reunited with the sea, with Source. So as you gather to bring yourself into harmony with these waters that you have pulled together into this pond of enlightened love, you will start to spill over the embankments and set course for that sea that awaits you, and by doing that, you will set off a movement that in turn will start the wheels rolling in earnest and help to entrain this whole machinery into a fast forward motion again. For you are not many, but remember, you are all intrinsically linked to all there is, and what you do for all, not just for you. And so, we thank you for this offering of light that will serve to set alight a vast ocean of humanity by acting as the primer that will ignite a whole set of similar beacons all across the globe. So thank you for allowing yourself to heed that inner voice, the one that has put you in this exact spot at this exact time, in order to do what you are about to do. For this is not an isolated event, this is one crucial link in a whole chain of events. And so, as you go into your inner sanctum to connect with you, you also connect with all of creation in a way that will serve to enlighten us all. I have been feeling the energies connected to this gathering momentum all week, and before I went to bed last night, I was guided to sit down and go through my photos to find the one that could describe what this energy felt like. So when I got this message today, I was not surprised that I was drawn to this one, for this tranquil pond has also gathered momentum, and now, it feels very much like we are going to break through the embankments, and flow like a river of light out into the world, bringing with us the waters of love that will continue to spring forth from this beautiful pond. I thank you all for making this happen, and I am looking forward to connecting with you all this Sunday, and in the days, weeks and months ahead as we continue to let this love flow freely out into this world. Smiley face. With eternal gratitude and all my love, Escher. Here are some examples of local time that corresponds with 2100 Oslo time. London, 2000, Helsinki, 2200, Sao Paulo, 4 p.m., New York, 3 p.m., El Paso, 1 p.m., Los Angeles, 12 p.m., Singapore, 3 a.m. Monday, Tokyo, 4 a.m. Monday, Sydney, 5 a.m. Monday. You can find your local time here, www.thetimezoneconverter.com. As always, you can do this whenever you feel it is best for you. All you need to do is to sit down and connect with this energy with an intention of being a part of this gathering.